The Imperium of Man is about as egalitarian as a dystopian science fantasy empire would be. The Galactic spanning Imperium don't give a flying squig if you're a man or woman, black, white or any other color, or race or gay or straight. Once you can hold a lasgun or work an assembly line, you can and will be conscripted or otherwise pressed into service. You will be treated with the same lack of rights as any other person. There is no privilege, no pride march unless you're marching with pride into the fray against the xenos and the demons. Humanity in 40k is under siege, the enemy is all around and it is taking everything humanity has to hold them off. Therefore, for all intents and purposes, the Imperium isn't gonna let women sit home and cook. Everyone will be called upon and everyone will fire their lasguns at undying enemies. Hell, there are even a couple of all-female branches of the Imperium military, the Sisters of Battle, the Sisters of Silence and the Callidus Assassins. It's just the Custodes and the Space Marines that have no chick in the stick. So here in this video we will showcase 10 heroes or heroines of the Imperium that are all females. So let's get to it. Number 1. Shen, a Callidus Assassin. The all-female Callidus assassins of the Officio Assassinorum are the Imperium of Man's subtle, secret killers. They specialize in artful deception and the use of polymorphine drugs to shapeshift and take any form to blend in with the surroundings or unnoticed. The Callidus assassin is the ultimate weapon against many powerful foes who undermine the Emperor's justice through diplomacy, corruption or bribery. Shen, a renowned Callidus assassin, accomplished the unthinkable by successfully assassinating Conrad Curse, also known as the Night Haunter, the traitorous Primarch of the Night Lords, Traitor Legion. Shen managed to infiltrate Conrad Curse's palace and reach his throne room without encountering any resistance. Despite the Night Haunter's foresight, he made no effort to defend himself, seemingly allowing Shen to approach him. The kill wasn't seen or described, but in the end, she emerged with the decapitated head of the Primarch. Number 2. Jennetia KROLE, of the Sisters of Silence. Jennetia KROLE, known as the Soulless Queen or the Witch Bane, was a formidable leader during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. As a Knight Commander of the Sisters of Silence, a group of all-female anti-psychers, or nulls, she commanded armies and hunted down psychers who posed a threat. KROLE gained legendary status when she fought alongside the Emperor's Honor Guard during the retrieval of Magnus the Red, the Primarch of the Thousand Sons Legion. She divided her forces to decimate the Thousand Sons, sacrificing many other of her troops in the process. Covered in dust and blood, KROLE became a spectral figure of myth. Later, she led her order in the war within the Webway, defending against Chaos forces infiltrating the Imperial Palace. KROLE took joint command of the Calistar, an Eldari city within the Webway, fighting alongside the tribunes of the Legio Custodes. Despite losing 3 fingers in battle, she survived the retreat into the Imperial Palace and was hailed as a hero. Number 3. The Warrior Woman of the Imperial Guard. The Astra Militarum has no problem with recruiting women into the battle to die gruesome deaths as cannon fodder, the same as the rest. The on-average lesser physical strength of a woman doesn't make any difference in the 41st and 42nd millennium, a universe where a fully automatic rifle with the firepower of an elephant gun is jokingly compared to a flashlight. Turret combat forms can cut through tank armor like a hot knife through butter, so a different gender, of which there are only 2, certainly won't slow them down. The woman known as the Warrior Woman has a largely classified background, with her true name lost to history. She was originally known for her hunting and tracking skills. However, her involvement with the banned cult of Artemis was discovered, leading to her conviction. But then she was later recruited into the Imperial Guard, and she had exceptional tracking abilities and also combat skills to the forefront. She excels at spotting enemy tracks and can pursue trails for extended periods of time and make kill shots. Number 4. Jena Orechiel. The Inquisition is a secretive organization that is responsible for investigating and dealing with the threats to the Imperium, whether it be heretics, rebels, aliens, or demons of chaos. The Inquisitors are officers that are trained, equipped, and burdened with inglorious purpose. Jena Orechiel was one of these Inquisitors working under a sub-organization called the Ordo Xenos. Throughout her career, Inquisitor Orechiel gained a reputation for hunting down enemies of the Imperium, but her use of Xenos weaponry and rumors of elder association caused conflicts within the Puritan factions of the Inquisition. She came close to unraveling the mysteries of the Catan, but lost one of her most beloved friends in the process, leading the Death Watch into one of those missions and battling an awakened Necron force. She is one of the heroes of the Imperium that is largely unknown and unspoken. Her current fate is unknown as she embarked on her most dangerous and vital mission to date. Number 5. Saint Celestine. Also known as the Living Saint, she is beloved and worshipped specifically within the setting of the Adeptus Sororitas, the Sisters of Battle. Originally just another god's woman, Celestine was killed and resurrected and is believed to be an immortal warrior blessed by the Emperor himself. Seen on battlefields appearing in times of great need to rally the forces of the Imperium against their enemies, her presence inspires unwavering devotion and courage among the Sisters of Battle and other Imperial forces. In battle, Saint Celestine is a formidable warrior, wielding the ardent blade and the hand of Saint Celestine, a pair of powerful weapons that she uses to smite her enemies. What sets Saint Celestine apart from the other warriors is her ability to resurrect. When slain, she can be reborn in a blaze of light and divine power, rising once again to continue fighting. Some believe that she is a living manifestation of the Emperor's wrath, while others speculate that she may be a demon, or maybe an advanced form of artificial intelligence, which is just heresy. Number 6. Tanau Aleya. A member of the Sisters of Silence, also known as a Null Maiden, she embarked on a mission to a space station. There she uncovered a communications link to a Chaos cultist to the Black Legion, a traitorous Chaos Space Marine faction. Decoding a message from an astropath, she realized that the Silent Sisterhood was needed once again to fight for the Emperor, although they were abandoned during the 32nd millennium. Returning to Terra, Aleya participated in the Battle of the Lion's Gate alongside a custodian named Valerian. Together they confronted and successfully banished a powerful greater demon of Khorne, a remarkable achievement. Motivated by revenge against the Black Legion, Aleya and a group of sisters and custodians used a captured warp map to track the traitors to a planet called Vorlis. And on Vorlis, they thwarted the Black Legion's attempt to drop a shot of Arcadian pylon on the planet, which would have destroyed the planet. But they did it with heavy losses. Thankfully, the Indomitus Crusade fleet intervened, saving Aleya and her comrades from further danger. But her actions on that particular day saved billions of lives. Number 7. Lotara SARIN. She was a naval officer during the Great Crusade and later in the Horus Heresy. As the ship mistress of the 12th Legion warship Conqueror, she had to navigate the challenges of commanding a vessel filled with hyper-aggressive transhuman warriors known as the World Eaters, including the uncontrollable fury of Primarch Angron. With her intelligence and calculated approach, SARIN carefully chose her words when interacting with the volatile Primarch. Having previously served aboard the flagship and understanding the World Eaters, well, she was familiar with the risks and embraced them, demonstrating a warrior spirit despite her command role. Yes, although she later turned traitor with the World Eaters, but this was only due to the fact that she was sworn to the ship, and she did in fact try to escape the vessel to save the lives of many avoidsmen. But she was discovered by the Khornate servants, and she is now fused with the ship in an unliving undeath. She did serve quite well during the Great Crusade and also during the Shadow Crusade, which does make her a hero. Number 8. Saint Catherine of the Sisters of Battle. Formerly known as Catherine Elysius, she was a companion of Alicia Dominica, the founder and patron saint of the Adeptus Sororitas. Her origins can be traced back to the 35th millennium. As Alicia's second-in-command, Catherine was known as the Shield Bearer and carried the Dominica's Presidium Protectiva, a large shield believed to contain a fragment of the Emperor's power armor. Her fierce determination and vengeful spirit led her to lead her sisters in numerous battles against heretics. Leading her order for many solar decades, she was declared a living saint within her lifetime for performing acts that would become legendary even amongst an entire galaxy of legends. Catherine founded the Order of the Fiery Heart, but later was tragically killed or murdered by the witch cults of Menestius. And then later her sisters renamed the Order of the Fiery Heart into the Order of Our Martyred Lady, in her honor of course. Number 9. Mehlindi. An imperial assassin of the Callidus temple, she was selected for a unique experiment to infiltrate gene stealer cults. Born as Lindy on a feral world, she was recruited and trained by the Officio Assassinorum. Despite her instructor's attempts to erase her old identity, she stubbornly held on to her birth name. Regarded as one of the temple's finest infiltrators, Mehlindi had even successfully disguised herself as an Eldar. She underwent permanent physical alterations to assume a monstrous form for infiltrating gene stealer cults, but this limited her ability to shapeshift. During her first mission after the Presidia, she infiltrated a cult in the city of Shandabar on a planet called Sabulob and eliminated its patriarch and Magus. Later, they traveled to Davage 3 to locate a former Callidus director in order to reverse Mehlindi's surgery and restore her polymorphine abilities. Unfortunately, however, in the Eldar Webway, when she was there, she was killed by a female Phoenix Lord, one of the Eldar warriors. Number 10. Severina Raine. Commissars are high-ranking officers attached to Imperial Guard regiments and Navy ships. They enforce obedience through fear and strength, ensuring compliance even in the most unruly regiments. They have the authority to execute soldiers and officers who display cowardice or incompetence in battle. Their duty also includes preventing the presence of gene-stealer cultists, chaos heretics, or mutants within a regiment. Commissar Severina Raine serves with the 11th Antari Rifles in the Bale Stars campaign against the cited Chaos Cult invasion. During a mission on the world of Dras, she executed a captain called Tevar Lun after he refused a perceived suicidal order to attack an enemy-held fortress. Raine then emphasized that her order came from high command and represented the will of the Emperor. So, taking command of Lun's company herself, she led them in storming the fortress despite lingering resentment. Though they suffered losses, the company successfully planted explosives and escaped before the fortress exploded. This shows that the Commissars, especially Severina Raine, doesn't actually just command from far behind, they lead the forces into victory. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do hit the like button for support and subscribe. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos here on this channel. Take care, boys!